Let me know when I'm good to go.
I will. And you're good?
Alrighty. Welcome to y'all's first Merge Tribal Council. Congratulations again, you guys, for making it to this point. You should be very proud. So first, I'm going to start with William. Do you want to explain what y'all's challenge was?
Yeah. So have you ever seen the show The Chase, the UK, the Australia, the US? There's many versions. We did a quiz to get as much money as we can. And then we had to beat Coach Andrew Denson in a head-to-head quiz off to race home with our money. And then at the end, however many people you had at the end, you got to go against him as that and see who could win. It was
Alrighty.
fun. I like quizzes, so
Speaking of fun, you are somebody that is immune for this round. How are you feeling?
I feel great, love it for me. Um, I think that merge votes are always tricky because everyone's trying to establish footing, dominance, whatever you want to decide. And so I think just finding my own footing in that with safety is a little beneficial because it's a little bit more comforting.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna go on to Sam. Speaking of immunity, there is a little loop per se in this round. There are three people that have immunity this round. How much higher are the stakes now, knowing that it is three of you, three out of nine of you guys?
Much higher because there's only six people to choose from now, or five people to choose from. That's not myself. So yeah, it is. The stakes are a lot higher. It's definitely been a crazy 24 hours for sure. Um, um, yeah, but yeah, I've heard at least half the people that are eligible names out there, mine included. So we'll see what happens.
Alrighty, just a follow up to Sam mentioned that um he's heard multiple names thrown out, including himself. If you are part of that half he's talking about, raise your hand. All right, so we have Sam, Al, Chris O, B. All right. So I'm gonna move on to Al. So half of the tribes names are being thrown out, and going into this merge on the OG tribe lines, you guys are pretty close to each other. How much do they matter at this point?
Well, pretty close to
Especially,
each other
oh,
still
sorry.
means that one tribe has more. Pretty close to each other still means that one tribe has more. So, if we were going based on, oh, is it me? Am I? It is me. Great, love that. My internet connection is unstable. Love that. I I don't know if it's going to be tribe lines. Um, if it is, it doesn't bode well for me because I'm original teacups and there are only four of us. And right? Yeah. And there are five Skyfall. That's how that math works out. Um, I'm just very nervous and I think I'm frozen. So I
I can hear you, Al. You're
Yeah,
going.
I can hear you
I
fine.
don't know. I Today's been a mess.
Alrighty, so moving on to Chris O.
Great.
And oh, sorry, go ahead.
Awesome. You're all just frozen, so that's Oh, I was just saying you're all frozen on my screen.
Oh,
So if you
okay.
can hear me, that's great. If y'all are frozen, that's fine. I'm as long as I can be heard. That's all I care about, really.
Yeah, we can hear you.
That was a joke.
I can hear you perfectly right now.
That was a
So
joke.
alrighty. So moving on to Chris. Oh, so another thing that you guys are coming off from was the visiting you guys having the opportunity to go to Thrill Island and visit different tribal councils throughout the pre-merge, and now you guys are all together in the merge phase. Does that add a little bit of trust when socializing with those people, just going to a tribal council with them for a good half hour?
I don't think Thrill Island was as useful for in terms of like getting to know people on the other groups. I think the swap ended up being much more helpful, and even the loop-de-loop back of, hearing two different sets of people. I feel like I have at this point at the merge connected pretty well with William and Sam. Like I don't like I feel like any issues we've had in the past regarding what made it like, those second votes, because really when you're visiting from Thrill Island, you don't know what things might have happened on the tribe. You don't really know what kind of alliances or duos are kind of in. So you're kind of being like, conservative in what kind of information you're giving, and people are being conservative with the information you're getting, and you don't know whether or not you can fully trust it. And I think that goes both ways. So I think like once merge came, like even if there were differences that happened during those moments, like it wasn't hard to like, clear them up and, start from scratch, because it's not like it was any sometimes it wasn't any malice towards the other people when you were visiting. It was just the situation was very hectic or chaotic and you didn't know what was going on and you just had to go somewhere.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna next on my screen, I have B. So kind of moving on from that and moving to where the you guys are now. What is the energy at this merge tribe tonight?
It's tense for sure. I mean, I think, you know, it's like weird having everybody all together. Some people have made relationships, prior to this, voted together, things like that, that bonds people. I think that it's hard. It's like this is the first vote that I feel like you don't know how it's going to shake out, and I'm hearing all these names. My name was thrown out there. So for me, it's definitely like tense and anxious. But I mean, we'll just see. We just got to let the chips fall where they may, vote how you want to vote, and that's it. And hope you make it to the next tribal.
Alrighty, so moving on to Eric. So I've heard a couple words in here. I've heard this round has been tense. Everybody's nervous. There's mess happening. Do you agree with all those descriptions on how this is all playing out?
Yeah, I mean, pretty accurate. I would say it's definitely been tense, a little bit of mess. And yeah, I mean, just in general, I think B kind of hit it. I think B's pretty right. Like there is, a lot of different relationships, past relationships, people who have voted together and people who have not had to experience tribal councils like this one. So, some people are a little more nervous than others, I think, because of that.
Alrighty, and I'm going to move on to Julia. So this is a small merge, as you guys can all see, and all of you have a 1 in 9 chance of winning this game. What do you feel is the most important thing in order to keep moving in this merge and to prevent getting voted out?
Timing. I think timing is the most important thing in any game of Survivor. Knowing when to do things, when to hold back, when to concede to what others would want, when to make the move you think is right for yourself. I think timing, but also winning immunity, because I know my ass would have been gone if I didn't win this immunity. So that's always a big one.
Alrighty, and now moving on to Rachel, kind of piggybacking off that. For what do you feel is the most important thing for this specific vote? Not the whole merge as an outlook, but this specific vote for you. Oh, she has the text. All right. Well, would she text something? I will read it out loud. Give her just a second. While she's typing, we're gonna go to the usual joint questions. If you think you are going home tonight, raise your hand. Righties. We have 2 of y'all. All right. Oh, 3. Didn't see that other hand. And if y'all were to compare this round to any amusement park roller coaster or ride, what would it be and why?
Log flume, because everyone was pretty busy today, so it was like a very gradual build up to one single drop.
Well, and Rachel said, I think the most important part is understanding where your alliance's votes are going. Alrighty, any other rides or anything? Y'all want to contribute?
I mean, the Tower of Terror, because terror. And also, I mean, I haven't been on it, but I've seen video because I'm not a crazy person, but like I've seen videos and like you don't think, like you think you know it's going to drop when it's going to drop, but it doesn't. And then it drops when you don't think it's going to drop. That could have been worded better, but like I'm just waiting for the floor to fall from under me and I don't know when it's going to happen. So that's kind of where I'm at.
If I can suggest the water slides that that physically drop the floor underneath
I
of you and let you
don't go
fall
on
into
those.
it.
I love water slides. I refuse to go on the
Which is
ones where it
100%
just is
fair.
not.
I just, with what you were saying, I thought I would give an assist.
Alrighty, and Marvin just showed up, so I'm just gonna, since I got all of my questions basically, I'm just gonna ask Marvin. Marvin, how are you feeling tonight?
Confused, to say the least. So I guess ask, yeah, vote since I'm getting asked to vote, I guess. Right?
That was Billy's not on call, so he didn't know if you were here or not. So
Okay.
just we'll explain.
Alrighty, and with that, gonna take it over to Seb.
All right, as always, if there are any pre-vote advantages and you'd like to play them, now would be the time to play them. All right, nothing. Well, in that case, it is time to vote. Either bump your pre-vote, change your pre-vote, or just vote. It's up to you. It's your choice. But I'm gonna mute. We are live in the VL. So yeah, have fun.
Again, I would like to shout out Beyonce for when you watch these videos. Thank you.
I would just like to confirm that I'm not anti-water slide and I will not be slandered. Or libeled, I guess, if it's in writing.
I'm so sorry, but I was actually promised something from Billy Vance.
Oh yes, let me get that.
This count as a pre-vote advantage.
I'm not
I want to preface that you were asked if you wanted to use your advantage prior to voting, and you did not speak up. Miss Thang even stood over the camera and still didn't say shit.
I'm not I completely forgot. I got this like the second day in the game, and I completely forgot I had this, and I just wanted to use it tonight.
All right, where is it? Billy sent it. Okay, Billy. Julia is using her advantage. She found a compliment from Billy, and so Billy has sent a compliment.
I wanted it on and recorded. That's why I wanted it to travel.
Well, it will be recorded. So here we are. Julia, you are the OG org rival and a cherished friend of mine. Even though we don't talk daily or much at all, whenever we do interact, it picks me up just like the last time. You're one of my favorite people to play with, against, and host, and go Phils.
Wait, that was actually so nice.
Anyways, I'm back on mute.
I thought that was going to be like a joke. It was actually so cute. Thank you, Billy. I love you.
Shout outs to the broken billboard that I drive by on my business trip right now. That's one of the sides of the board, because it's like one of those spinning ones, is for ADHD medication, but the board is broken, so it's just more ironic.
I would also like to shout out Tyler Bard for bullying me into shouting him out.
I'd like to thank the Academy for my double daily twain today. Appreciate it.
Hello, everyone. Can you see me? Thumbs up. All right, perfect. Before we get to the votes, if anyone has a hidden immunity idol or an advantage and they'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right, votes are locked. When I read the final vote, that person will just a couple seconds to say their goodbyes, leave the Zoom, and you can leave the announcements chat now. So we'll get to the votes. First vote, Rachel. Second vote, Al. Third vote, Sam. Fourth vote, Sam. Fifth vote, Rachel. Sixth vote, Al. All right, we're tied. 2 votes Sam, 2 votes Rachel, 2 votes Al. Next vote, Al. Eighth vote, Rachel. The ninth and final vote. And the next person voted out of Distortion Survivor. And the first member of the jury, Rachel. Rachel, if you have any final words, now would be the time to say them.
Honestly, no hard feelings. Really good game. Chris, you know that vote with Jay? The 2-vote one? That was me and B. That was not Jay. All right, good game, guys. Good luck.
Rachel, thank you so much for applying and playing. You've been amazing, but unfortunately the tribe has spoken.
No worries. Good game, friends.
And with that, congratulations on making final 8 of Distortion Survivor Thrilltopia. Challenge information will come soon. In the meantime, scram, skedaddle.